some reviews for Wheel of Fortune Live.
Definitely.
I think off the Ticketmaster app, which, by the way, if you're ever looking for a place to read reviews, the Ticketmaster app is the fucking place.
We got you covered.
Oh, it's so weird. Like we talked about this after the Jam Band episode. I don't think we talked about it in it, but people are going on Ticketmaster and they're buying tickets for an event. They're going to the event and then coming home and going back on Ticketmaster to review the event. It seems like nobody in the world would ever do that.
Well, I think it's because Ticketmaster sends you an email, right? Like they send you an email after the show is over and they will be like, how did you like the show? Send us your thoughts. And most people just leave that in their junk folder like regular people. But yes, I'm sure there are some people who are like, oh, Ticketmaster, you want to know my thoughts? You want to know my thoughts, Ticketmaster? Okay.
I went to this thing 3 times and I never met Drew Carey once.
Not one time. They wouldn't even let me take a picture of the wheel.
Yeah. I mean, the thing, I think it comes up in here, but this first review is 3 stars, which is...
Should have at least let me meet Mimi, you know?
Okay, she's not on the show. This is 3 stars, which isn't a bad score, really, out of 5. 3, right?
Yeah, 3 is fine.
That's above average.
Person says, disappointed. I was hoping to get the real show experience, but they had a substitute host due to the regular host emergency. The humor was low. The games were...
the humor was low. That's it.
I am usually watching The Price is Right for the noted...
This is Wheel of Fortune, first of all.
Wheel of Fortune is even less
funny
yeah.
than The Price is Right.
The humor is low, though. That's like, I've never heard someone describe it that way.
We like high humor here. You want to get a high humor count.
I've never heard of anyone describe Pat Sajak as funny in my
No, I have. Actually, I just recently watched a thing about Pat Sajak on YouTube, like a whole documentary about him. And that was how he got the job on Wheel of Fortune. I could go through all of it with you guys, but he is a weatherman and he would put a Band-Aid on his face. And then every time he'd come off the screen, he'd move the Band-Aid. And then he would come back and the person that was doing Wheel of Fortune was like, we got to get this fucking guy to host this show.
We got to get the Band-Aid weatherman. Get me the Band-Aid weatherman on the phone.
He also worked on a Spanish radio station. So that was the other thing that was there. So the humor was low. The games were untypically easy, which I had to really break that apart in my mind. So they're not as easy as would be typical, or they are as easy.
They are easier. They're too easy.
Yes,
they're easier than the show.
Is this?
And
Wheel
I'll
of
say
Fortune?
this. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, first of all, is already easy. But then the second thing is the reason for that is because if you're going to see live Wheel of Fortune, you don't want to see people struggle.
Yeah.
That would be the worst live show experience ever of people just being like, I don't know what this fucking puzzle is.
Yeah.
You have to make it easier for the road show. Anyway.
You do. Well, and then he goes, the angle of the stage with the contestants was not flattering. So I'm not sure what he saw.
See down someone's side boob or something?
Maybe up a dress? Maybe,
yeah, what's he taught? What does that mean?
Some guy's asshole or something? I don't even know. I have no fucking idea what they would wear. Patty says, terrible seats for the price we paid, and it wasn't cheap. The seats were terrible. We had to sit at an angle to view the stage. We ended up having aching backs from our positions. The show itself was nice. 1 star. That was a 1-star review for the show. So Mo says 4 stars. That's a good score. That's good. Unambiguously a good score. That's a 90%.
Well, it's 80%.
Yeah.
That's a 90. Exactly.
Literally 80%.
Yeah, it is 80. I mean, it's a pretty easy math equation. 5 goes into 100 20 times. So you just multiply 4 by 20 and you get 80 there, friend.
90. Not exactly what is expected by Mo. He goes, I thought it would be more opportunities to win a trip or something, but mostly t-shirts given out. No one won a big trip or money because the prize puzzle was not solved. We did have a pretty good time. So, first of all, people are going to this thing thinking they're giving the prizes that they give on the show, right?
Yeah.
They can't do that.
No.
because
I
it
mean,
would
they
cost.
they could, but they
I think-
won't. They wouldn't because they're in the business of making money, and so they won't.
Yeah, I think it's cost prohibitive. I guess.
Yeah,
is
I
what
don't think you're going to be going to see Wheel of Fortune at Chubby's Casino and winning a car. I don't think they're going to be. I think they're going to be driving a. They could,
again, because they probably make enough on the show to
definitely.
justify that.
No,
but-
they don't make enough on the show to be handing out cars and trips.
Oh, I think so. If you're doing it at a theater and you have, 5,000
$70
seats in it or whatever, and you're charging $70 a seat, I think you are making enough to give someone a car. But they wouldn't.
Imagine the crew. Well, they need a crew to bring that stuff there. The rental on the venues is extremely insanely expensive.
Oh, do you not think that people, when they're going to do a show, Brian, though, do you not think that an act that's going and doing a theater show is making a lot of money doing it?
It's not that. I just think that handing out trips in a car.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but I'm just saying they are making enough money where they would not lose money most likely in giving out a car if they were selling these shows out at like $100 a ticket or whatever.
True. Well, this is a 3-star review. It's kind of boring by Meh. The guy's name is Meh.
I like that.
The hosts were great. Cody was awesome.
Cody! Shout out Cody!
Cody!
I heard that Cody actually isn't getting a chance though to do the hosting this year anymore. Dwayne is going to be doing it instead now. Oh, WWE reference! Shout out.
I think this might actually come out at the perfect time for this joke. I think
is it going to be right around?
Yeah, it's like a week before. Yeah.
The only problem is they could change some stuff.
I think aren't they saying he's going to do 2 fights? That he's going to fight The Rock one night and Cody the next night?
Yeah, we'll see.
No, that's not what they're saying. They're saying
that they're going to do 9 fights now. Each person's going to fight each other 3 times. They're going to do fatal 4-way. So
this comes out March 26th, and WrestleMania I think is the week after that. Hold on, Mania 40 XL actually is what it's called, is on.
Well, let us know, everyone, how that joke hit for
April
you.
6th.
So just say hey, this joke hit pretty hard, or a lot of things changed. There was that horrific plane crash where all the people died, and now the joke is in quite poor taste. Just comment below with whatever happened.
Well, Meh says kind of boring. The hosts were great. Cody was awesome. The letter Turner girl was gorgeous and seemed genuinely.
Babe alert!
Yeah, here we go.
Babe alert!
Worth the price of admission just to stare at her for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The letter Turner girl was a babe. Would have been gorgeous is another word that babe guys would use. She's gorgeous. But listen to the next part, which really will gnarl you out. The letter Turner girl was gorgeous and seemed genuinely grateful to have this part. We don't get to know her much more beyond that.
Oh God, this guy is staring at her like from a movie. What's
her story? I wish Cody would ask her a question.
He is in love.
He's literally fallen in love with this girl. She should be she should be concerned. I hope he can't find out anything more about her.
I don't want him to know.
I don't want him to know anything more about her. I hope that there's no information available because he will find it.
The line "we don't get to know her much more beyond that" is just incredible. Mark, the host, was funny, but clearly self-absorbed and arrogant. So he didn't like the guy. He didn't like the man.
The letter Turner girl was really down to earth. I sort of noticed. I mean, they didn't really talk to her, but you could tell she was really just grateful to be there and down to earth. And the host, a man, very cocky and arrogant.
It turns out that
he didn't even ask the letter Turner girl a single question.
It turns out Mark was great. He loved Mark so much, but then at the end of the show, he saw just backstage, he saw the letter turn girl kiss Mark, they're in a relationship together. And then now he's the arrogant fucking prick Mark, piece of shit, doesn't know how good he's got it.
You can just tell by the look in his eye.
Yeah,
pure evil. He's an evil
creep.
man.
Yeah.
Mark, the host, was funny, but clearly self-absorbed and arrogant. I'm not so sure about him. It's weird.
I think you're right, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about
I'm
that
not too
guy.
sure about that guy.
I tried
honestly.
to warn the letter turner girl that he was going to break her heart, but she wouldn't listen to me.
guys,
Never listen to nice guys like me.
Guys yelling in the audience, "Don't date him!
Yeah.
He's arrogant."
Yeah.
I'm nice.
You can
I
do
will treat
better.
you well.
So, do you live here or do you travel with the show? It's weird because they tell us to get really excited, then we have to be quiet. We watch random people.
Oh,
play.
so wait. That really is that somebody like told him to quiet down because he's being too loud in the parts where they're not supposed to be. So all the stuff we're saying about this guy, it's like I think we're not completely wrong about it. I think he was kind of causing a scene. You know?
I think we found a weird guy. I think we stumbled upon a weird guy. Like one of the weirder ones.
Yeah.
I should look up more of his reviews if you can. I don't think you can because his name is Meh. So
oh yeah, his name is Meh as well. His name is Meh. Like he's trying to play it off like he's like, I don't really care about any of this. Meanwhile,
I went to
he's
see
like
Creedence Clearwater Revival this week, and the show was pretty good, but they had a keyboard player, and she was gorgeous.
Man.
he's a babe.
Tour with the band? Or?
Yeah, I don't know where John Fogerty would have met her, but she seemed very happy to be there. Didn't really talk much, but
Hey,
the way she played the piano, you could tell she was very talented.
Can you read this whole review again from the beginning?
It's so good. So it's 3 stars,
Mm-hmm.
and the subject line is kind of boring. The hosts were great. Cody was awesome. The letter turner girl was gorgeous and seemed genuinely grateful to have this part. We don't get to know much more beyond that. Mark, the host, was funny, but clearly self-absorbed and arrogant. I'm not so sure about him. It's weird because they tell us to get really excited, then we have to be quiet. We watch random people play, and the chances of getting picked are slim. It was kind of fun, but would not go again. Now, let me ask this. Who did they think they were going to watch play? He says we watch random people play.
He thought he was gonna be playing. This is all what it is.
One of the random people.
Yeah, that's all that it is. Is like the only way that this could get 5 stars or whatever from these people is if they were chosen and they were a contestant, because that's what everyone's hoping. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are hoping for that opportunity.
5 stars, night of my life.
Yeah, totally.
I got picked to play Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, like
I got a pretty close look at the letter turner, and she was gorgeous.
Yeah, it would be like 5 stars. I was picked. Like, yes, there was an issue with the sewage and or with the bathrooms, and there was shit all over the floors, and it smelled of like, they could be like the worst show in the history of the world, but if they got picked, it'd be 5 stars.
This guy just really wanted to like get closer to the letter turner, and he would have been on stage playing, but been like, you turn those letters like crazy. I don't know how you do it.
You are honestly like, I could make a life for you.
You're too good for this place.
Yeah, like honestly.
They should have
you with Wheel of Fortune live. You're better than that. They don't even talk to you.
Yeah,
we don't even get to know anything about you during.
You
the
should be the
so
fucking host. You should be the host.
That Mark, he's fucking arrogant. He's arrogant, and the crowd does not like him. The crowd would love you.
I hate
everybody in the crowd was pointing you out on stage and saying that's the real charisma.
Ma'am, I have a gun in my car and I'll shoot Mark if you ask me to.
He shows up in the next town. Yeah. Like then it's like the letter turner lady's like, oh no.
He's going jam band mode on it to like following it around like the Grateful Dead.
Sitting outside in one of those folding chairs in front of the venue like a day early. And as people show up, he's just like, you gotta see this letter turner, babe. It is fucking crazy how hot she is. Here's our last one, and it's not what I expected. 3 stars. The event was cold, of course, since it was sitting atop an ice rink. The stage was small. And this next line I love. The contestants could have at least removed their ball caps.
Ooh. Oh, a little decorum, please. Could we have a little decorum?
They don't let you wear a ball cap on the TV show.
A little bit of
this is old. Only old people are concerned about this kind of decorum at shows. I'm
And it's
sorry
Wheel
to
of
say.
Fortune. It's not like
Yeah, it's not like
not
some
very cool.
high. Yeah, man, this is a Wheel of Fortune. I think people have ball caps on the show. Like, do you know what I mean? I think that you
I
can
would.
tune in and see somebody wearing a ball cap on Wheel of Fortune.
I'd probably buy a new ball cap to wear.
I'd probably buy a Wheel of Fortune one. You know,
I wouldn't do that.
No, you would have bought the VIP package, Chris, which would have come with a ball
come with
cap, and
one.
then you
Yeah,
would have worn
exactly.
that.
They should have been coached on not saying things before their letter selection. The girl
They should have done a full coaching session probably for each random contestant.
Here's a
Yeah,
problem.
just coach all of them. Maybe, have them watch a DVD beforehand or whatever.
Guys,
So
here's
wait, you mean to tell me that these random people who got selected to play Wheel of Fortune and be on stage in front of thousands of people hammed it up a little bit?
Yeah,
That's too
No
much.
way.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Well, the next line's going to really get us here. The girl did not seem to understand how to point to the letters on the board.
Oh no.
Matt
Another
is
letter
not
Turner
happy.
ran away with Matt. They lost her to Matt.
Matt is pissed reading this review. Like, she was great. I could tell she was confident when she was turning the numbers. It was okay, but probably not worth what was paid for the tickets. And that is our last review.
Probably not worth what was paid for the tickets. So you didn't even buy them. That person's like, someone else paid for them. Like, whoever bought these probably wasn't worth it. This is
It was a present.
Yeah.
It was a present because I read a lot of people that bought it as a present for their parents. And then, like, the shittiest part about it is they bought it as a present for their parents, and then they would do the bad review.
Oh.
And you could tell that the parents were like, that sucked, man. I hated that. Like, the way they write the reviews are just
Yeah, that sucks to get, because usually, imagine you go on your like parents' account as well. You like see it, and you like see their fucking review of it, or you're just like going to the thing and you like notice your like mom's review and it's bad.
it's also like when you read the reviews on Amazon and they're like, my kid hated it. And you're like, so whatever you bought, the kid was yelling about it to you, saying how bad it sucks and how it wasn't what you wanted. And I think that's what the end result of this is that like the parents call you on the phone and they're like
yeah,
weird, that it was a weird angle. There were people wearing baseball caps. It just wasn't.
Can you imagine?
George Murzan was sitting in front of me.
There wasn't the real host. Drew Carey wasn't there, and you're like, "I'm sorry, I was just trying to do something nice for you. You and Mom don't get out that much. I'm sorry. I can call them. Do you want me to call them? Do you want me to call somebody?"
You love Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
It's also like, I thought this was perfect, but I guess it sucked. And yes, of course, Pat Sajak's not there. What do you think? He's traveling around?